Okay. Wait for somebody to start to populate the chat. So if you're viewing, get in the chat, say hello. Would be nice. That's the object of doing these things, is to get to know everybody from all over the world, uh, explain my approaches, and let them share their approaches, and we talk about different approaches and so on and so forth. So get in the chat. Get in the chat and say hello. Okay, enough for coffee. What I'm going to be doing today is working with two polyrhythms and the stick control book, the 3 against 2 and the 3 against 4. Now, I kind of touched on a few things yesterday and the day before that, so I just want to make sure the people who are viewing that understand what 3 against 2 is and 3 against 4. Because I have about 5 or 6 different ways I can show you today utilizing the stick control book. But, let's understand the exercises first, the polyrhythms first, rather, and we'll implement them into from the stick control book. With this series of exercises, I'm going to lock into 4 voices. I'm going to lock into the floor tom-tom, the snare, the hi-hat, and the bass drum. Okay? So, with that being said, let me explain 3 against 2. That simply means I'm playing 3 figures against the 2 equally to the next quarter note. So, for example, the 3, I can go like this. 1, 2, my bass drum will be the quarter note. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And that gives me 3 against the quarter note. Now, how can I get 2 eighth notes with the other hand equal against that 3 in time? So I subdivide the count. I'm going 1 and 2 and 2 and 1 and now I play the 2 here. 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2, 3 and 1, 2 and 3. Not about speed, understanding the rhythm. Okay, so that's the 3 against 2, and that's what I'd like to be working with today. So I've gone over many one surface exercises, and I'm going to take the one exercise that I showed everybody a long time ago, and it was R equals 3 rights, L equals 3 lefts. And I reference off the stick control book to say, okay, R, this is you. Okay, L, this is you. Put it in formation. 2, 3, 1. 2, 3, 1. Okay? Now, what I want to do is maintain that 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 over and over again. All right, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Then I want to eliminate all the lefts and play all the rights. On line 1, that would be 1, 2, 3, 4. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to play that one line, 1, 2, 3, 1. That's giving you the 3 against 1. So now, I'm going to look at line 1 and say, okay, I'm eliminating the lefts and playing the rights. And that 1, 2, 3 was the quarter note. You'd have now we go to line 2, and we're still eliminating the lefts, and we're playing the rights only. So on line 2, if I just played the rights on the floor tom-tom, 1 and 2, and 1 and 2, and I want to play that against the triplet. My bass drum is still going to be the 1. Or, 1, 2, 3. 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and. Okay, then hold on a second. Okay. Now we do line 3. 1, 2, 3. Go to line 4. The right's going to be every other triplet again. 1, 2, 3, 1. Go to line 5. 1, 2, here you go. Bass drum's on the 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1, 2, 3, 3, 4. Line 5. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. Here you go. 1, 2, 3, 1. 1, 2, 3, 1. So you're taking the line, you're interpreting, eliminating all the lefts, you're giving yourself the rights. You're playing a polyrhythm, 3 against 2. You're controlling your bass drum, your snare drum, and your floor tom-tom. Now, what about the left foot? What are we going to do with the left foot? What I can do, I'm just going to give you an example. I'm going to take the line, stick control, 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and. So I transferred, instead of playing this, and I'm playing this now. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and. So now, I'm going to play the line, but I'm going to play the 3. So I'm playing the line. I'm playing an eighth note triplets with my right hand, and I'm playing the line between my bass drum and my hi-hat in 4, 1 yenda. Okay? All right. Try the left. 1. You guys get that? Nobody's chat. Nobody's in the chat. That's the 3 against 2. All right, let me wait till the chat gets populated. All right. In the meantime, I'm just going to loosen up a little bit. Robert, how you doing? Just the man I want to see. I was actually teaching the screen before. I was just demonstrating 3 against 2, 3 against 4, a couple more thousand different ways. Utilizing the stick control, and polyrooms. Working on it. It's going to be about 70, 80 pages. Hold on. And you guys are getting firsthand. You hear me? Hear me, Bob? Who's this? Chahara Drum. No problem. Good. All right. Let's wait for one more person to get into the chat, and then we'll start the lesson. In the meantime, I'm just going to warm up. Robert, you have any questions about yesterday? The 3 against 2, 3 against 4? No questions. All right. Me writing them out is a lot better than you just try to absorb them by sight and by ear, correct? By me writing them out makes it a lot clearer. Okay. I'm going to change a few. I didn't write these out yet, so I'm only going to send you maybe 10 different exercises as opposed to 72. Okay. What's going to be in the book is 4 pages of each way, so you're going to have about 75 pages, but it's only going to come in PDFs, or what do they call that? In PDFs. All right, let's add on to the 3 against 2, and you're gonna see the similarity in a couple different things here. We already know what 3 against 2 is. I'm playing, say, my left hand is going to play 3, and my right hand is going to play 2 against it, meaning I need to get 3 strokes equal distant to the downbeat or the quarter note, and with the other hand, I have to get 2 eighth notes in equal distant between the quarter notes against the triplet. Now, how do we go about that? Simple. I know it's very simple. We use mathematics. 3 against 2, right? That's 3 times 2 is 6. So I could divide 3 into 6, and I could divide 2 into 6. So if I did that demonstration as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, if I had, I was going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if I go 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6. That's line 3. 1, 2, 3. 1. And my 2. Do we understand that, guys? Hoist, Robert, Jahardum, drums rather. Do we understand that? It's a simple exercise. What I just did there was I played the 3. Then I played all the rights in C control. 1. Next line. That's line 3. Line 4, 4. 1, 2, 3, 1. Line 5. Yeah. Line 5. Do we understand what I'm doing? All right. Now, that's 3 against 2, and I utilize the stick and drill book somewhat. Now, let's take another zone with that 3. Instead of me eliminating the lefts, I'm going to play the lefts. However, I'm going to use a substitution. My right, when I see a right, stays my floor tom. When I see the left, it becomes the bass drum. So now I have 2 voices on the right side of me. Okay? Now, I want to, again, be a 3 with the left hand. Now, I'm going to reference off the stick control book. All R's equal the bass drum. All L's equal the right hand on the floor tom-tom. Line 3. We get that? That's just another way. Now let me drive you this crazy. I'm not going to do another way if you don't understand that. If you don't understand it, I'll break it down a little bit. That's just another way to utilize your stick control book in polyrhythms. Another way, if I made R equal the 3 rights, L equal the 3 lefts. Now, I'm going to distribute the workload between my bass drum and my hi-hat. Now, when I hit my hi-hat, what I do is squash it. So I get a nice closed, tight sound. Okay. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take the stick control book, first line. And I'm going to see the rights equal bass drum, L's equal hi-hat. 3, and 4, and line 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, line 3, 1, and 2, and go to line 5. We understand it so far right there? Now we're going to play the triplet right, left, or just all rights and all lefts. Let's just start with the rights first. Line 1, bass drum and hi-hat. 3 against 2. 1. Line 3. Your right hand gets tired, use your left hand. But these are a hell of an exercises. And it's a lot to exercise. It's a lot to absorb. Don't get this, don't have faith in yourself. Don't get, sad or whatever. I can't do it. I can't do it. One thing many things that I learned was this. If I'm playing 6 months ever, that's the length of time I've been playing drums, and the guy next to me has been playing drums for 35 years, well-rounded, well-versed, well-schooled. I'm just coming up. I'm learning. So is he, but on a different level. Now, somebody's going to instruct 3 against 2, 3 against 4. I never heard of that before. I've been playing 6 months, and the guy who's been playing 35 or whatever the hell years, he never heard of it before. So are you both not on the same level? You don't have to be a seasoned player. It's your approach. You can't try to, run it off like this. If you don't understand what it is, you want to do it slow. You want to subdivide the count. That's the only way you're going to do it. You can hear it. You can play it. But so you can play it, you can hear it. But now what the hell are you going to do with it because you don't know what it is? That's why you take lessons. Okay. That's the 3 against 2. Should I go into the 3 against 4, guys? Against 4. 3 with my left hand. 1 with the bass drum. 1, 2, 3. We understand the 3 against 4, right? What happened to that 4? All right. That's 3 against 4. So now, there's quite a few different things we could do. I don't remember exactly all the things they showed you. So let's do 3 against 4 with the stick control button. Let's make 3 equal the bass drum. Okay, that's the 3. 1, 2, 3. And now let's let the 4 equal the stick control book, page 5, line 1. If I went like this, 1 and 2, I don't want to think about it that way now. I want to think about it as 1, E, and 1. Okay? So now I'm going to play the bass drum on 3. You're going to get that's 3 against 4. Play the page. All right, on the snare. That's the 4, and then the 3 is the bottom. You got 1, 2. You got 1, 2, 3. Let's do line 3. formula. That's pretty difficult. It's a nice thing to do. You guys understand why we're doing this? For me to get you dizzy. If anybody suffers from vertigo and they start doing this stuff, you better have your medication right by your side. This stuff makes you absolutely dizzy because you got to split that mind. And that takes a lot of energy. Okay? And that energy makes you tired. But it's not easy. How do you like those exercises so far? I'm going to more or less organize my writing before Monday and send you some more, okay? Hey, Paul. All I did was play 3 against 2, utilizing just the rights with the bass drum. Just another way to do it. You know, it's like, I could do 3 against 2. Sure. Let's see. Hello, foot. Let me hear you do the 2. Okay, left foot. Let me hear you do the 2. Hold it. There you go. Fool around like that. You understand the 3 against 2. But how about the 3 against 4? That becomes tough. There's an exercise I'm working on right now, and I'll share it with you. And we're going to do the 4 between the right foot and the 3 with the right hand, and then 4 with the left foot and 4 with the left hand. Meaning, if I'm doing 1, 2, 3, that's R equals to 3 rights. L, 1, 2, 3. So if I played the line, 1, 2, 3, left, 2, 3. Okay? Now every time I play the right, my bass drum is going to do the 4. What is that? You can do a lot of things, Paul. You can alternate the sticks. If I'm doing a triplet, right? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and I can play between the feet or just the bass drum. Or I could do that exercise, if you remember, right, right, and L equals left, right, left. All right? And I said, okay, start with line 3. You'd have 1. Now you're in another zone. Now you do the 4 with the bass drum against that. That's hard. And that's coming. Hello, Terry. How are you? 4 ball. Any way you want to do this, you know, as long as you're making it. If you say you're doing 3 against 4, you can distribute the 3 between the bass drum and the snare drum. Remember that one? And play the 4 between the right hand and left hand. You're not talking only 4-way coordination. You're talking stick control book. You know, it's a lot of work, and like I said, it's going to make you dizzy. If you suffer with vertigo, you're going to get dizzy. Well, they're not endless. I mean, mathematically, if you study the laws of probability, you times something by something else, and that gives you all the possibilities. So it's not endless. Okay? I mean, we're going to have a lot of fun with this shit. Like I said, everybody, Friday afternoon, Thursday night, the lesson's going to be on Zoom. So I'm doing the first lesson of the week on Zoom. I'm doing the last lesson of the week on Zoom. So I can see if there's any questions that we have to address from the past week, or let's see how you're doing. And the same thing with at the end of the week, any questions about what you learned new. I think that's a good thing. But, you know, if you're really into polyrhythms and you want to challenge your mind, this is what you got to do. This is what I do. And like I said, it's exhausting only because of the focus issue. You got to zone in and you can't leave. That's hard. I'm constantly thinking 1E and the 2E and the 3. Whether it's out loud, just feeling it. 1E and the 2. 3E and the 1E and the 2. I'm always thinking. I'm focused in on the 3, and I try to get a musical sound. I'm not getting 1, 2, 3. I'm getting a nice, consistent sound because of the distance to the tip of the stick. Then I want to establish how I want the bass drum to blend into that. That's right there. Let's try the hi-hat. Bass drum. Hi-hat. Just have a lot of fun with it. It doesn't. And like I said, it's going to make you dizzy. All right. I need some questions. I mean, you guys like this polyrhythm stuff with the stick control book? Is it not challenging? I mean, tell me what you think. Tell me the truth. Hello, Marcia. The lessons are at 1 o'clock, guys. Hey, Terry, you have any questions? Any questions there, Terry? No questions? Terry? I got to write these all out. I have most of them written. You got some. It takes a lot of work. And you think playing it is confusing? Try writing it out. You go bonkers. That's what my wife tells me. What's your questions, Terry? Your name is Matt, not Sir. What question do you have? All right, no questions? Just wait on the questions, that's all. If not, I'll be back tonight, same channel, 7 p.m. All right, see you guys at 7. Have a good rest of the day.